Hello everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will be demonstrating some common Excel formula to help you work with the data like a pro. So watch this video till the end so you will be having a good understanding of commonly used formula in Excel. Without delay, let's begin. Here I have created a sample data for AR chocolates. Now let's understand data first. So we have a sales table for AR chocolate. In this we have date column, product, quantity and sales. So we have multiple states like Delhi, Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh and West Bengal. Also we have multiple chocolate products and the number of quantity sold in the particular state for the particular product and total sales. Now, AR Chocolates has provided certain questions. We have these questions. So we are going to solve these questions using the formula. And as per the requirement, we will be creating the criteria as well if required. Okay, so without delay, we are going to solve all these questions using formula. First question we have, find the sum of the sales. Here, we will be using sum formula to calculate the total sales. For sum, we need to write is equal to sum, and once the formula is highlighted, so you can press tab to fill the formula in the cell. And then it is saying that you need to provide number 1, number 2 and so on. So here I am going to provide the range of sales. So you can just click here for cell, control, shift and down arrow. It will select the complete sales, close the bracket and hit enter. Here we have the total sales, that is 6,07,794. Now let's move to the second question. Find the sum of the quantity for KitKat. Here we have one criteria as well. So we have one condition that we have to find total quantity for KitKat. Let's see which formula we are going to use here. So we will be using sum if function. So let's do that, is equal to sum if. Now understand the formula structure. First, it is asking for range. So range, what we have to select, I'll be taking the range of product and asking for criteria. So what criteria we need to match. So here directly we can pass the criteria KitKat. Now it is asking what you want to do the sum. So we have to do the summation of quantity. Close the bracket and hit enter. So we can see for KitKat the total quantity sold is 3,994. Here we have 2 rows for KitKat. Total is 3,994 quantity that we have sold. Now we can make it dynamic. Suppose we have to calculate for each product. So what we can do here, let's create criteria 1. So here I am going to create dynamic criteria. So we will be selecting the criteria and accordingly here we will be getting sum of that quantity. So let's create it. Here I'll be creating a drop down list. For that we can select this cell, go to data validation. I'm going to create a list and the list will consist of this. Now we have this drop down list. So all this product we have, and there will be one change here. At the place of criteria, we will be selecting this cell. Hit enter. So currently it is showing 0 because I have not selected any product here. Okay, now you can dynamically get the result here on the basis of product. So for KitKat, 3,994. Ferrero Rocher, we have 11,283. Twix, we have 10,778 quantity. So I hope you understand this, how to do that. Okay, so I'll be providing this Excel sheet so you can practice. Now let's move to the third question. Third question is find the sum of the sales of Delhi for Twix. So here we will be using sum ifs formula. So let's create first both the criteria. So here first criteria I'm going to create for location. Again, we'll go with the data validation list and then I'll be selecting the complete state. Okay, now we have all the states. Same thing I'll do for second criteria, Twix. That means product. It is asking for product. So create just for products. So we have product. So now I'll be directly referencing to this. So we need to calculate for Delhi and tweaks. So let's start with the formula is equal to sum ifs sum range. What range we have to sum up? Sum range would be sales column. We'll fix it by pressing F4. Criteria range 1. Criteria range would be state. So we'll be selecting the state column. We'll fix it again using F4. And the criteria would be this cell. Comma. Criteria 2. Product range. Selecting this. Press F4 to fix it. And then this one. Hit enter. So in Delhi, Twix total sale is 20,659. In Delhi, Twix we have 20,659. Other Delhi location we don't have Twix. So Twix we have in Delhi, West Bengal yes we have, Maharashtra also we have, in Uttar Pradesh we don't have Twix product. I hope you understand that how we can put multiple condition. Now let's move to the fourth question. Fourth question we have count total sales record. So how many sales record we have? For counting that we use count function. Here we'll be using is equal to count, selecting the sales record and close the bracket. Hit enter. So total we have 20 records into the sales. Now the next question we have count total product sold record. So we have to count the total product sold record is equal to, we'll be using count A here. Count A. Here we can take either numerical column or textual column. I'll be showing you in the both way. First, I have taken the numeric column. So here, total count it is showing 20. So we have 20 records. If we do using text count A, I'll be selecting the product range. So it is also showing 20. So let me explain you about count A, how this works. Count A, that means count all. Either text, either numeric, whatever into the cell, it will count all the cells or anything. It will count all. Okay. There's a difference between count and count A. The basic difference, count works only for numeric data. If there is any textual data in the cell, then it is not going to count it. Okay. So let's see. I'm writing ABC. Now you can see the count reduced by 1 because here one cell contains the text data. Okay. But by mistake we have put down any number 1, 2, 3. It is counting all 20. Either it is numeric or textual data. Okay. I believe you are clear about count and count A, how this is going to work. Count, that means it is going to count only numeric field, and count A, it is going to count all the field. Either it is numeric or textual. Okay. So I'm just clearing this. Now let's move to the sixth question. Count total products sold in Uttar Pradesh. So we have to find out how many products we are selling in Uttar Pradesh location. First, I'm just doing a copy paste for the criteria. We can use this for the criteria. And here we are going to use count if, because we have one condition and the condition is state. We have to find out for Uttar Pradesh. So let's select Uttar. Now I'm going to write the formula here is equal to count if range. So for range, we have to give state column. So I'm selecting all this and fix this column. And criteria is this. Close the bracket, enter. So in Uttar Pradesh, total we are selling 4 kind of products. In Maharashtra, we have 5. In West Bengal, we have 6. And in Delhi, we have 5. These total products we are selling there. Now come to the next question. So next question we have count total blank record in product. Okay, so currently we don't have any blank record. So I'm just deleting few data. Okay, I have deleted these 3 records. And suppose if you have a very long data set, okay, in that there multiple fields are blank. So how we are going to count it? So we have a formula for that. Here we will use count blank formula. Let's start count blank. And we have to provide the range, in which range you want to count blank. This is the complete range and fix it. Here it is showing 3 blank cells. Here we have 1, 2 and 3 blank cells. This is used for counting the blank cells within the range. Okay. So I hope you understand how we use count blank. Even we can provide multiple columns as well if we have to find out the in this range complete range. So we can give the complete range as well. Now let's move to the next question. Next question we have find maximum sold quantity. We have to find maximum sold quantity. How we are going to find it? So simply we are going to use max function. Max in the quantity, select the quantity and just hit enter. Maximum we have 4,938. Here we have 4,000, this one, Twix. In Maharashtra, we have Twix that has been sold 4,919 in quantity. So I hope you are understanding all the concepts that how we can use sum if, sum ifs, count A, count if, count blank, max. Now we need to find the minimum sales. So what is the minimum sales? For that we will use min function. So it's equal to min and will provide the range. So we have to find out for the sales what is the minimum sales. So minimum sales we are generating 13,062 rupees. Okay. Now we are going to find the average quantity sold. So to find out the average quantity, we have formula average. So we'll be putting average. We have to find average of quantity. So we'll be selecting this and simply hit enter. The average quantity we have 3,269.3. So if you want to make it round figure, so it is 3,269. Now let's move to the next question. Find average sales as per product. So here asking as per the product. So we have one condition. So here we have to find average sales as per the product. So we'll be using here average if formula. Okay, is equal to average if. First we have to give the range. Okay, so we have the range as per product. So I'm selecting the product range. What would be the criteria? So I'm selecting this cell for the criteria, and what we have to average? We have to average the sales. We'll close the bracket. So here it is saying divide by 0, right? So here let's create product drop list. So copy and paste. Now for Twix we have average sale 21,600. So we'll be removing this. Now we can drop down and select any product, and you will be getting the average sales for that product. Okay, I hope you understand that how to do the average with one condition. Now we are going to move into the next question. So we have next question, find average sales as per the product and state. So now we have two filters, like you can say two criteria. So we have to create a criteria for a state and the product. As I'll do the same copy paste from state and product for creating the criteria field, and for that we are going to use average ifs formula is equal to average ifs. First we have to select the range, average range. So which column you want to do the average? I'll be selecting the complete sales range, and then criteria 1 is the state. So we'll be selecting the complete state. Criteria would be this side. Now second criteria we have product. So we'll select product. Okay, so for Delhi location Twix we have average sales is 20,659. If we go for West Bengal, so we have 25,890. Again you can change the product as well. For Ferrero Rocher we have 22,546. Okay, now let's move to the next question. Here this question is to find the row number. So we'll be using row function. This function is used to find the current row if we are not passing any kind of parameter, and if you put the parameter, so it will find the row number of the reference cells. So let's see how this is going to work. Is equal to row. We have open the bracket and it is asking for reference. If we pass the reference, it will provide row number of that reference cell. Suppose I'm giving the reference of A10, it should come row number 10. So here it is 10. It is giving the reference of Uttar Pradesh and this is located at A10, that is row number 10. Now, okay, we'll do here is equal to row. If we will not pass any reference here, in that case, it will provide the row number of that particular cell. It is in the row 19. So it will return 19. Now to find the column number. For column, we will use the column function. It will also work with the same way. Is equal to column. And if we give a reference of a column, suppose I'm giving the reference of the same. So it will return 7. If you count, A is 1, B 2, C 3, D 4, E 5, F 6, G 7. I have given this column reference. So it is returning 7. Now if you write blank formula column, and if you are not providing the reference, so it will provide the current column number. We are into 9 column right now. So this is providing column 9. Okay, so if we find out any kind of reference, if you want to check at where it is located, so we can find it using row and column function. So let me tell you, like row and column function will be used in advanced Excel as well. In advanced Excel, if we use dynamic row counting, column counting, in advanced Excel, I'll be explaining how to use row and column for dynamically changing the row number and column number. Okay, so in this tutorial, we have covered 14 formula. As per the requirement, you can tweak the conditions. Okay, criteria, if you want to provide multiple criteria, more than 2 criteria, so you can provide as well. As much as you will practice, so you will become pro using these formulas. One bonus formula that I will provide you in this tutorial, it is subtotal. So to understand subtotal, how this works. Okay, so let's suppose we have to do the summation of all this product. We can use sum. Okay, now we are putting a filter here. Let's suppose I am calculating all this 3. So here sum is always same. This is not going to change. Okay, what we are going to use instead of sum, okay, we'll be using subtotal format. In subtotal, what happens if you're putting a filter, accordingly, the total will change. Okay, so we'll be putting here subtotal. In the subtotal, we can do multiple tasks. Okay, we can calculate average, count A, max, min, product. So all these things that we can do multiple things, but here we are going to use subtotal for summation. So we are going to add whatever the filter we will put. Okay, for sum, we can use 9. So I'm putting here 9. Now it is asking for a reference, what you want to add. So here I'll be doing this range, close the bracket, and I'll do this. The same thing I'll be doing for sales part. Just click here in the corner and I'll drag this formula for this. Okay, now you can see the total count we have 65,387 and the total sales we have 6,07,794. Okay, let's suppose we have done a filter. We want to see for Delhi. Now you can see here data has been changed. For Delhi, we have total quantity 16,798 and the total sum of sales is 1,49,790. Okay, same if you want to change this data for Maharashtra or maybe multiple location. So this will work as per your filter conditions. So it will automatically change the data. Okay, so if you have watched till here, so I believe you're clear about all these formulas. I have covered 15 formula in this tutorial. I'll be coming with the other formulas. If you have watched the complete tutorial, you must have understood about all these 15 formulas, and I'll provide you this Excel sheet in description. So you can download this file and you can practice, because once you will do the practice, so that is going to make you perfect. So if you're not doing the practice, anyways, this is not going to help you. Do the practice. You can create your own questions and you can practice. And if you have any kind of query, you can comment on this. I'll help you out in that. And if you want me to create any other video related to your topic, what in Excel, I'll try to provide you solution for that. And I would request you to do the practice. If you're doing the practice, so that is going to help you out in your work, either you're working in any corporate organization, if you are using Excel for your own work, any educational purpose. So this is ultimately going to help to do your daily tasks, your assignments. Okay, so if this video is informative for you, you can like the video, you can share with your friends, colleagues, anyone who want to learn basics of Excel, and don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.